In the news tonight, Governor Obiano reassures on empowerment of contractors for effective service delivery. Some schools in Awka record low turnout of students and pupils despite state government directive on resumption of classes. President Buhari warns ballot box snatchers of dire consequences. And on the foreign scene, 7 members of British Parliament resigned from Labour Party over Brexit and anti-Semitism. Good evening and thanks for joining us on ABS Television News. I am Franklin Onyekachi. Now the news in details. The Anambra State government has resolved to establish alternative source of power generation to boost productivity across the state. Governor Willie Obiano gave the hint when he visited Agulerio to Agulerio No oil rig bridge to inspect the ongoing construction work at the facility. He disclosed that approval had been given to the contractor to produce a design on how to harness the speed of the current in the river to generate electricity. The governor observed that when properly harnessed, it will generate electricity for Umeje in Ayamelum Council area and surrounding communities. He expressed satisfaction with the standard of work done by the contractor, adding that he will continue to encourage contractors to ensure adequate service delivery. The wife of the state governor, Chief Dr. Ebele Chukwu-Obiano, has urged women and girls to champion the cause of change in the society. Speaking during a social function in Awka, Dr. Mrs. Obiano said that women ought to blossom positively, not just in their homes, public places, but also in private places to influence their environment. The governor's wife, who was represented by the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Social Reorientation, Mrs. Michelle Onubolu, highlighted her various activities in the care of the mentally challenged at the Cafe Rehabilitation Center in Teje. She stressed the need to extend mentoring to undergraduate girls in various institutions of higher learning. Secondary and primary school classrooms in Awka and environs were today not as fully occupied as expected on a Monday morning, despite an earlier directive from the state government that schools resumed this morning. Anambra State Ministry of Basic Education had, in an official statement, redirected that all public and private schools should resume today, 18th February 2019, and close Friday, 22nd February 2019. While schools will again resume on Monday, 25th February 2019, to close on Friday, 8th March 2019, and resume on Monday, 11th March 2019. Correspondent Daniel Ezigwe monitored the situation around the Awka Capital Territory and now reports.
At some of the schools visited, including Igwebike Grammar School, Girls Secondary School, Amenyi, Kenneth Dike Memorial Secondary School, and Ikwodiaku Primary School, all in Awka, the classrooms had an unusually low presence of students and pupils. Though teachers and other staff of the schools responded significantly, the principal of Igwebike Grammar School, Dr. Uche Aneke Okun, said the school had used various media to ensure the message reached the parents of students, including making the announcement at places of worship.
Yesterday in churches, we made an announcement. We instructed the catechists to actually announce that schools will resume today. Then we sent out text messages to all our teachers, particularly those of them that are concerned with the ongoing mock examination.
In their various responses, Mrs. Ngozi Okonkwo, who is the principal of Kenneth Dike Memorial Secondary School, Awka, Lady Winnie Ibezim, the principal of Girls Secondary School, Awka, and Mrs. Lucy Nweke, the headmistress of Ikwodiak Primary School, Amuikwoka, said the turnout did not affect academic activities in their schools, including scheduled tutorials, timetables, and examinations. Reacting to the development, the chairman, Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, ASBEB, Chief Patrick Obaja, said the board, on receiving the directive to resume today, had reached out to various local government education secretaries who would pass the information to head teachers under their supervision. He blamed the low turnout of students on laxity and said the board has initiated close and effective monitoring to ensure that such reports do not become a culture.
Those students, they very much like that freedom. Once you declare that freedom, bringing them back again is a difficult situation. But immediately after this, I will go out myself to do the monitoring, and even tomorrow, we're going to mobilize more people.
The chairman of the Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSC, Mrs. Ifeoma Okaro, in her reaction, advocated other strategic approaches and noted that proper implementation of regulations already on ground would go a long way to curbing mass absence of students from schools after vacations.
The essence of motto is to make sure that there is strict compliance to instructions. So what he said is completely correct. When such instructions are given, it is expected that people will comply. And the essence of that monitoring is to make sure that they comply.
In Oka, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.
The Catholic Bishop of Oka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafo, has appealed to Nigerians to have faith in INEC to give the country a credible election. Bishop Ezokafo made the appeal at the Retreat Center, Uno, while reacting to the postponement of the Presidential and National Assembly elections by INEC. Ngozi Obileri has the details.
Ezokafo, who said the development came to him as a shock, regretted that the situation has caused a lot of financial loss to many Nigerians, especially those who traveled from far and near to be part of the process. The prelate explained that even in the face of the challenges, Nigerians should not place personal gains above the interest of the nation, calling on them to endeavor to come back next weekend to vote for leaders who have interests of the masses at heart. He said that it is better to have a delay and get it right than rushing to get it wrong, and recalled that election has never been postponed on the exact day it was scheduled to hold in the country, while urging Nigerians to see it as a duty that must be fulfilled for the collective welfare of the citizens. Bishop Ezokafo cautioned against vote buying and selling, which he said is a mortal sin, adding that nothing is worth mortgaging one's conscience. Bishop Ezokafo charged INEC to prove their worth by organizing an election that will be devoid of rancor, preference, and will be free, fair, and credible, as Nigerians and international organizations are looking up to them to get it right this time around. He noted that Oka Diocese, through his directive, remained on special prayers since the 8th of this month for the election to be successful and will continue to the end for the results to be achieved. The bishop advised against violence, which he said has never helped any situation, urging voters to be predetermined on who to vote for so as not to be deceived.
I believe that INEC has considered everything and came up with this 1 week. We must believe that this electoral INEC commission will be able to bring Nigeria out of the world, because we have been having difficulties getting the right people. Let everybody come out and vote.
From the Retreat Center, Obuno, in Oka South Council area, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
The clergy have been reminded of their duties to the people and the need to keep the vows they have made. This was part of the sermon during the collation of 2 archdeacons and 6 canons at the All Saints Cathedral, Onitsha, by Right Reverend Dr. Owen Nwokolo, Bishop on the Niger. Ogochukwu Orano has the details.
The collected candidates were presented to the church and cross-examined by the bishop, after which they all took the oath of canonical obedience, submission and allegiance to God, as well as made declarations against simony and submission to synod.
Do swear by Almighty God that I will bear true and canonical obedience to the bishop of the Niger Anglican Communion.
Bishop Nwokolo collected the reverence and prayed that God will empower them to fulfill their ministry.
In every good work, to do His will, working in you, that which is well pleasing in His eyes, through Jesus Christ and all to whom.
Earlier in a sermon titled, "Do You Love Me More Than This?" the Right Reverend Dr. Isaac Oluyamo, Bishop of Ijesha North Diocese, said the roles of a priest is to feed the congregation with the word of God, guide them on the right path, care and visit the people, as well as pray and fast on their behalf. He also urged Christians to obey the word of God in order to retain his blessings.
Feed the child of God. And assignment for us as minister of God. To do what? Feed the child of God. When the shepherd directs you, you must follow the direction of the shepherd, because he knows better than you.
The new canons and archdeacons were later installed by the subdean of All Saints Cathedral, Venerable Obiora Uzochukwu, and other archdeacons of the diocese.
The Lord preserve your going out and your coming in
Rendition from the All Saints Choir also raised the spiritual tone of the collation service. Ogochukwu Orano for ABS News.
Still to come, President Buhari warns ballot box snatchers of dire consequences. And on the foreign scene, 7 members of British Parliament resigned from Labour Party over Brexit and anti-Semitism. Stay with us for details of this and more.
I see the wisdom in your eyes, Mama, and I feel the courage in your heart. You carry strength in your walk, Papa, and compassion in your touch. I see the love in your smile, my sister, and I hear the truth when you talk. You are a winner with your brain, my brother, and a healer with your soul. I see the future in your hands, Niger, when you register and vote. We get power inside us, my friend, but no be power for our fists. This is not power of how to use our head and come together. So stand up. Let me not sit down and look. To Baba say so.
No, sit down, look.
No, sit down, look.
No, sit down, look.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. President Muhammadu Buhari has warned those planning to snatch ballot boxes during the elections, as he said that those courts will pay with their lives. President Buhari stated this at the opening session of the All Progressives Congress APC caucus meeting in Abuja. And he said that the act will be the last unlawful act the person will engage in. President Buhari disclosed that he has ordered security agents to deal ruthlessly with party thugs that try to snatch ballot boxes. He said that he has directed security agencies to identify hotspots and be ready to move should they suspect any attempt to cause problems by thugs across the country, irrespective of party affiliations. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has directed its members nationwide to reduce petroleum pump price from 145 naira to 140 naira per litre. Chinedu Okoronkwo, national president of the association, who made this known in a statement, said the price slash will be effective between February 20 and February 25. Okoronkwo said the reduction was necessary in order to ease Nigerians' suffering and to also motivate them to travel again to exercise their franchise on February 23. And on the foreign scene, a group of 7 members of parliament resigned from the UK's Labour Party amid recent criticism over handlings of Brexit and anti-Semitic sentiments within the party. The MPs who have left include Chuka Omona, Luciana Berger, Chris Leslie, Angela Smith, Mike Gibbs, Gavin Chuka, and Ann Kofi. MP Luciana Berger said she could not remain in a party which was institutionally anti-Semitic, adding she was leaving behind a culture of bullying and bigotry. Chris Leslie said it would be irresponsible to allow opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn to become Prime Minister. In an early move, Labour MP Michael Duffer announced his party resignation over the weekend, saying it was due to the party's repeated failure to tackle anti-Semitism. And on sports, Christian Chukwu, former Super Eagles coach, has called on the technical crew of Nigeria's Flying Eagles to improve on the finishing techniques of the team ahead of the Under-20 World Cup. Flying Eagles Chukwu told journalists that the Flying Eagles dominated the third-place match but lacked brilliant finishing. The former captain of the Green Eagles urged Paul Aibogu-led technical team to work more on the goal-scoring ability. South Africa defeated Nigeria in the third-place match of the 2019 African Under-20 Cup of Nations in Niger Republic. The South Africans defeated Nigeria's Flying Eagles 5-3 on penalties to pick the third position at the championship. Both sides went into a penalty shootout after the match ended in a goalless draw at the regulation time. And that's the size of our news package tonight. But remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging onto our website at www.absradiotv.com. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABSRadioTelevision. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And now the main points again. Governor Obiano has reassured on empowerment of contractors for effective service delivery. Some schools in Awka recorded low turnout of students and pupils despite state government's directive on resumption of classes. President Buhari has warned ballot box snatchers of dire consequences. And on the foreign scene, we told you that 7 members of British Parliament have resigned from Labour Party over Brexit and anti-Semitism. And that's the news. I am Franklin Onyekachi, thanking you for watching. Good night.